Following the end of World War I and the resignation of the German Emperor, Kaiser Wilhelm, socialists assumed control of Germany. However, there was no cohesive socialist party. Instead, it was fractured. Several parties were then founded. The Communists kidnapped and killed 7 Thule Society members. The society, however, did not exist long and was shortly destroyed by the Freikorps, the right-wingers with swastikas on their helmets. Hitler's first political moves. Adolf Hitler, a soldier in World War I, did not return home after the war. His military service ended in April 1920. He was involved with the Revolutionary Soldiers' Councils in Munich and even donned a red armband. However, once the Reds were defeated, he turned to the opposing side and provided information about the revolutionary fighters. Captain Karl Mayr, the German Army's chief of education and propaganda, caught notice of him in May 1919. He described him as a stray dog seeking a master. Hitler attended classes at Munich University under his command. He then turned into A.V. Mann, a military intelligence informant. On September 12, 1919, he was ordered to attend a German Workers' Party conference, DAP. The DAP opposed both capitalism and Marxism, viewing both as symbols of Jewish influence. As a counter-ideology to international socialism, they intended to construct national socialism based on the Aryan race and the German country. Gottfried Feder, one of Hitler's Munich University professors, spoke on the means to destroy capitalism. Hitler wowed the audience by participating in a debate following the talk and demonstrating exceptional public speaking abilities. As a result, he was put in charge of party publicity. The Thule Society and Hitler. Despite Hitler's claim that he had no prior knowledge of the Thule, there are a number of connections between him and the Thule Society. Gottfried Feder, the meeting speaker, was a member of the Thule and Hitler's instructor. Captain Mayr also trained the V-men using Thule's propaganda. Anton Drexler is another connection between Hitler and the Thule Society. He founded the German Workers' Party and was a guest at the Thule meetings. The DAP was practically a ring of Thule, since Drexler had merged his party with Thule's political workers' circle. Furthermore, according to Sebetindorf's claims in his 1933 memoir, before Hitler came, Hitler entered the halls of Thule in the summer of 1919. This was prior to his joining the DAP. In the summer of 1919, he also applied for a job at a Thule Society-controlled newspaper. So he was aware of the Thule Society, though this does not prove that he was a member. Because the German army did not permit soldiers to join organizations that required an oath of loyalty, it is reasonable to conclude that he was not a member and was only a guest attendant. Hitler joins the Thule Society. Sebetindorf was forced to flee Thule due to financial allegations, questions about his citizenship, and previous actions in Turkey. There are also allegations that some army officers wanted to replace Sebetindorf with Hitler, so they got rid of him. Whatever the real reason, Hitler became a member of Thule, and the DAP was renamed the National Socialist German Workers' Party. Due to the absence of Sebetindorf, the Thule Society gradually faded. At the same time, the new Nazi Party, led by Adolf Hitler, was flourishing. Because communism remained a major threat to Germany, the Nazi Party decided to develop a counter-communist ideology to appeal to workers. As a counter-communist manifesto, the party announced a 25-point program under his leadership. It promised social welfare, industry nationalization, religious freedom, and equality. The only religion not worthy of German citizenship was Judaism, whose adherents were non-Aryans. But Hitler's personal hatred for Jews was much stronger, though there is no clear evidence as to how it began or how much he truly meant it. It appears that he used Jews to create first-rate revolutionary upheavals, regardless of what methods and means he had to use in the process. It is still unclear whether he was a tool in the hands of his superiors or an aspiring politician who was only concerned with his own ambitions.